Hey everybody, this is WKRN TV Channel 2 in Nashville. Yesterday's coverage was rather extensive of the bomb that was placed inside an RV that was parked in downtown Nashville that exploded early Christmas morning. Anyway, a lot of coverage here on the Nashville television station's website and all over the media. It was a big national story leading all the national newscasts yesterday. Who could be behind it? Home security experts weigh in. They still don't know. Somebody put a bomb inside an old RV. There was actually an announcement on a loudspeaker that was being made about there's a bomb in this vehicle. Please get away. There was a countdown sound going on. The police responded to some gunshots earlier in the morning in the same area, but they didn't find anything. And then when the bomb exploded, thankfully there was hardly anybody out on the streets, and no, there were no serious injuries. So anyway, but police are absolutely confounded by why somebody would do that. Anyway, so you can read all the coverage. I won't go into it all. You probably know more than I do because you probably watch more television than I do. But interesting result of this. Be careful if you're an RVer, especially if you're in an RV, if you're an RVer, if you're a van RVer, especially an RVer, be careful where you park right now, because if you're in a city, people are on edge. This is WLW-TV Channel 5 in Cincinnati. Thank you to one of my Camo Army people for referencing this thing. The Cincinnati Police. This is up Cincinnati, which is up a couple hundred miles north of Nashville. Cincinnati Police blocked off several streets downtown Friday after a suspicious RV with its engine running was reported to authorities. Police officers reported to the scene near the Federal Building on 6th Street to investigate. There was the RV that was parked in downtown Cincinnati, and people were very, frightened. They thought maybe this was another incident of that bomber, whoever did the bombing in Nashville. The MO is using older RVs. Police said there was no indication of anything of a suspicious nature, but they were investigating out of abundance of caution. So they closed down some streets in downtown Cincinnati. So anyway, police responded. So then it references the Nashville one. So the Nashville Incident. So the warning is for you guys who are RVers. Especially when you're in a city right now, be very, very careful about parking and where you're parking. And you may want to even completely avoid parking in big cities right now with this going on, with everybody being really nervous about, and until at least they find out who did the original incident in Nashville. There's still no arrests made in this. A very interesting article here on the WKRN website where experts in this kind of thing, this kind of terror, talk about it. They say what happened there in Nashville is very reminiscent of the IRA, the Irish Republican Army. They used to employ the same tactics. They didn't want to hurt people, but they wanted to send a message, so they would give authorities a certain time frame to get people out. And again, if you were trying to hurt people, doing the blast at 6:30 in the morning, on Christmas morning is certain, or 7:30, whatever time it was 7:30 Central Time. You knew the area would be fairly deserted of people. There was also some questions of the significance to the AT&T building. This was done right at the street right in front of the big AT&T building. Who knows? Maybe someone has a grudge in AT&T. I don't know. So again, everybody's just guessing here, but in any way, they said a lot of the internet throughout the Nashville area was knocked out yesterday because of this blast, because it's AT&T, I guess it all funnels right through the building there. So anyway, as some 700 FBI agents are joining in the investigation of what's going on there, and wow. There have been other instances where bombs have been placed in vehicles, specifically the 1993 bombing at the World Trade Center, and in other instances, the Murrah explosion there in Oklahoma City that killed so many people. So anyway, what this means for RVers, again, we don't know if any RVer is connected to this or someone's just using an RV for this horrible incident, but we do know now that if you're driving an RV, be careful, especially if you're in a city or a suburban area where there are lots of buildings where you park it. Stay with your vehicle. You may get stopped by the police just driving around even. Quartzsite, I think you're probably okay because that's so many vehicles out there. But if you're parked somewhere in Phoenix, somebody might, or Vegas even, you're gonna be much more of a suspicious vehicle than you were 2 days ago. So that's just something going on. We'll let you know if we hear anything more, if any arrests are made or whatever. But anyway, crazy year 2020, ain't it? All right, thanks for watching. Vlog Under.